undefeated so far.
Give me your mic if you need a mic.
Coach, final practice today. Can you just give us a run through of how it went?
Yeah, it was good. Practice went well, and yeah, it's good. I mean, it's time to play. I think I'm sure Georgia Tech feels the same as we do. Everybody's tired of looking at each other, and I know the players are tired of practice. So it's good that the game's getting close.
I heard you out during warm-up shouting "sharp and detail." Was that kind of the theme of today's practice?
Well, this is a Thursday practice for us. So, I mean, it's at the end of the week. You want the guys to really be focusing in a little bit better, and I think we had a good day.
At the end of the season, both your running backs are kind of dinged up a little bit. How are they coming into this game?
Yeah, we haven't made it yet. We're still probably, I don't know, I'm guessing like 50 hours away from game time, 51-2 or something like that. So we're hoping that we can get both guys into the game healthy. I thought we were there in Ohio State, didn't work out, but that's one of our goals is get 2 running backs to the game healthy. So we'll see what happens.
With all the distractions of bowl situations, I mean, how do you like the focus of your team right now?
It's been good. I think these guys, based on what I'm seeing, they've handled the whole trip well. I think last year's group really did a good job of setting an example how to do things. And we told them at the beginning of the year, a month, I mean, if you want to know how to handle a bowl game, do what the guys did last year. And credit there to our seniors. They really did a nice job. And I think our older guys this year have really done a good job of helping the younger guys understand what we're supposed to do. And they've enjoyed it. The distractions have been good. I mean, I can't say enough about the hospitality here. It's been absolutely fantastic. And we've never gone to a bad bowl. And I got 3 on my mind right now that we've been to. It's just been tremendous. And this one is over the top. I mean, the committee here has just done a great job, I think, of understand what players like. They've had nice activities, but haven't overburdened them, and the hospitality couldn't be any better. So we just all feel very, very fortunate to be here and very appreciative.
What did you learn from 7 years ago? I mean, being here.
Yeah, I said that yesterday. I really think that was more of where we were at in time, not so much in geographic location, but it's just where we were in time. We weren't ready to handle that type of a month very well, and we didn't, and it showed during the game. The illustration I made yesterday, we had 3 defensive offsides. Just, I can give you a list of about 10 things, but I'll stop there. But yeah, that's just not representative of any team that's playing in a good bowl game, and so it just is an indication that we didn't handle the month well. But like I said, there were about 10 other things that happened in that game that would fit right in there.
Ricky looked like he was moving pretty good out there. You worried game-wise, though, with cuts or nothing?
No, not at all. I mean, he's been practicing for a couple of weeks here, and we've done a lot of high-tempo stuff, and he looks absolutely fine. So I'm not worried about him at all.
You mentioned 50 hours till game time, and you're just trying to kind of get all your guys in healthy. What else could happen if you guys? Don't
food poisoning. I don't know anything. Somebody get hit by a bus or something like that. But hopefully, I think I guess my point is I think we're over the toughest part now. So. Maybe somebody has a flash in their camera tomorrow at picture day or something like that, and something freaky. But I think the heavy lifting's done now, so that's good.
Kurt, other than just the pure size, can you explain a little bit of what Balaga does so well as an offensive lineman?
Well, yeah, he wasn't as big when he got to us, but he was playing pretty well as a freshman, which is really unusual. And the biggest thing is, he's just he's a guy with a great attitude. He had that coming in. He's very focused, very determined. He's a very aggressive football player, and he's a smart football player. So he's improved it every year, and we're just excited he's healthy and ready to go. He's had a tough year this year with injuries, but he's healthy and he's ready to play.
What role do you play with guys like that who are thinking about turning pro? I mean, what's your approach?
We've covered this territory about 6,000 times already, but we try to give them the most accurate information we can. We've probably surveyed 8 to 10. National Football League teams, and giving them that feedback that we received, and and what he needs to do is just kind of weigh it all out and understand there's no guarantees no matter what he does, and ultimately he has to do what's best for him, and I think it's true of everybody. All that we ask guys to do on our team is play, be as good a team members as they can, and whenever it comes time for them to leave, we wish everybody the best, obviously.
What will your front 5 look like tomorrow or Tuesday?
Hopefully good, hopefully good.
Is the same lineup as finished the season?
Oh, I can't remember that far back. We'll see what happens. It's not that, We'll go with the guys who've been practicing well.
How does Dace work back in, though? That gives you an extra...
Yeah, it gives us 6 man, that we feel pretty good about. So, we haven't talked about that yet, but we will tonight or tomorrow. And, I'm sure we'll have some kind of rotation going. But we'll get Dace in the game. He's practiced well. 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks ago, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. But he's continually climbing the mountain, and He's a little sore after workouts, things like that, but he seems fine. So I think we'll get him in there, and that's good.
What about the academic front?
We're good. Good to go. Yep. I know that officially now. I can say officially with a smile on my face, good to go, and we'll get back at that about 2 weeks from now, and be fine.
Talk about Carl Klug. Is he a little bit of an unsung hero for your guys? We don't write about him.
I'm glad you really brought that up, Andrew. Because there's two guys. If I was going to single out two guys, and I blew this the other day. I was talking to the Fox people in the pregame. Just talking about good stories. We talk in August about we need good stories. Two of the better stories I think we've had. Both been pretty quiet because they're linemen, but Klug and Riley Reef. I think Riley's played as well as any lineman on our football team. Quite frankly, offensive lineman. He really had a tremendous season, and scared to death up in Ames when we had to throw him in there. And I think we had about 3 days to know he was going to be playing that day, and he went in, competed as hard as he could, and a week or two later we're up in State College and he's doing the same thing. So this guy's just played well all season long, and he's done it very quietly, but not unappreciated by the staff. And then flipping it over, two of our biggest losses last year on the whole football team were King and Kroll, obviously, and Carl never started really. I don't think he started a game prior to this year, and he might have played as well as any of our defensive linemen this year. So, pretty quietly, both those guys have really had great seasons, and that's one of the reasons we're standing here right now. Those are two of the better stories that we've had in quite some time. And again, that's college football. That's what you need to have a good team. And boy, I can't say enough about both those guys.
If you go with that switch a little bit on the O-line, is that as much Riley excelling and taking the tackle mantle?
Yeah. It just we'll see what happens. We may play him out there. We may play Kyle. The good news is we got three guys we feel pretty good about at tackle, and Dace is off that duty right now. But we got three guys I think that can play good tackle for us. And I think we got three guys at guard right now we feel pretty comfortable with, and hopefully it's a good situation.
Those guys are going to have their hands full with Derek Morgan up front.
No question. Yeah, anybody who plays against him is going to have a tough day. That guy can play. He's a very good player, and the other guys up front are good too. I mean, these guys are a championship team, but. Number 91 can go. Yeah, he's a very dangerous player.
Last year, after a lengthy time off, you guys were still able to establish a physical presence and